welcome back to my channel. It's Simply Jessica here today with some cute fall DIY that we're going to do. And I told you yesterday, because I was super excited, that I found these ceramic tiles with the cork back of them. So we're going to make some coasters, okay? So I have two different ones that I want to do. We're just going to open these up here. So I have two different styles, I should say, that I want to do. So we're going to try them both out as soon as I can get these open. I got the other one open just fine. All right, so I'm not sure which style I'm going to like the best. So I have two different tables that I can put them on, so we're going to go two different styles, okay? So this is what they look like. So just plain white ceramic squares, and it does have the cork bottoms. So perfect for, what'd I just say? Perfect for coasters. That's where I'm going with that. So I already tried out number one, so I'm just going to show you what I did just because I wanted to make sure that it worked. So I bought these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree, Crafter's Square section, and they're just these really, oh, I should have done that. These really cute pumpkins, okay? And that's all I'm going to use is the pumpkins and the iron on here. Just lay it on top. Figure out exactly, see, I just stuck that on there. That was the side I was going to use, but I just got it stuck to the paper. So we're going to have to just move a little bit. Trying to figure out exactly, I think right there will go. Just kind of lay that on there, push that down a little bit. Then you're going to take something, and I took a little bit here, but I used this little scraper here to go over top. And you're just going to, with a little bit of force here, you're going to push down and just rub over top of the design. And it did take a little bit with the last one. So you just really got to get in there. A little bit of elbow grease here, but how easy, first of all, is this going to be? So stinking cute. You really want to make sure, because some of it cuts off here. So you just want to make sure you really get in there, excuse me, so your transfer holds, your rub-on here holds, okay? So we're just going to give this a good go around here with our scraper, really is what I'm using. Just makes life a little bit easier, because it says you can use your fingernail and stuff. Well, I had zero success with the fingernail, so we're just going to use this just so we can apply some really good pressure. So go all around your coaster, really just kind of pushing that on there in all areas before you lift, because you can leave some behind like I did there. See, so much easier to transfer onto paper. So just give it some good elbow grease. Really push that on there before removing the plastic. All right, so I just took my time, really pushed these on there. Because you just want them to stay. And you're going to slowly take your plastic and pull back. See, if there's something you see, you can easily just push it back down and go over it. So you're just going to slowly take it off. Because if you see something, like I said, you can just put it back down and push it on. That's the great thing about it. It actually kind of makes sense to do it as you go here, but this way you can really see what you're doing. That's why I said when you, I'm sorry, I'm just like doing it, not paying attention. As you're lifting, you can see what's coming off. So you just place it back down and push that rub on. And look how stinking cute these come out, right? So here is the first one I did off camera, and here's the second one. Now, to be fair, I love these, okay? So my actual goal is to find more of the rub-on transfers. It only comes with one sheet, so definitely not enough to do all four. But, I mean, guys, come on. How simple and how absolutely gorgeous are these? We're going to protect them, but I need to find more rub-on transfers. I'm going to have to go find some. So this is the first set that we're going to do. The second set, we're going to do with this very fall, very beautiful napkin. All right? We're going to just peel the napkin apart, which sometimes is easy, sometimes not so much. Sometimes it could be a pain in the tushy. But get that napkin apart. Once you have your napkin apart, we're just going to place it over to the side and we're going to get our Mod Podge. And we're going to put, we're going to put the Mod Podge on the entire ceramic piece here. And we're going to share some with that guy because I just made a mess. So cover the entire ceramic piece with your Mod Podge. Now you can set aside to dry, or you can use a little heating tool, hair dryer, whatever the case may be, to dry that for you. So just covering it in its entirety, setting that one to the side, and Mod Podging the second one. Trying to get the sides as well because you want the tissue to really go down there. All right, now we're Mod Podged. I'm just going to take my little heating tool and I'm going to dry these. Okay, now that they're nice and dry, you're going to take your your napkin. You're going to find where you want your print to be or how you want it to be. And we're just going to go right down on top of it. I have my little, hopefully I don't knock the camera over, handy dandy little iron here that I just unplugged. And we're going to use that. And you're going to grab yourself a piece of parchment paper here, right over top. And you're going to take your iron and just go right over top. Just like so. All right, let's make sure that's hot. And just go over top of the whole thing. Once you feel like you have covered, I got something on this little iron here. Once you feel like you have the entire thing covered, you went over it, you got it on there good, then just take it off. Just like that. And just cut away the excess, right? Just cut that bad boy right off. You can use the bottom half for the second one. So just cut off all of your excess here. It is nice and hot, I can tell you that. And we're gonna go just right around. Well, we already cut around it. I don't know what I'm doing today. take your Mod Podge, and we're gonna go over it a little bit because we want it to be protected. So we're gonna go over top. The lovely thing about it is it's nice and adhered, right? So we're gonna go over the top of it, just like so. We're going to set that aside there to dry for a few minutes while we work on the second one. And then I'm just going to go in with my heating tool because it just speeds things along, right? So you're just going to do the exact same thing with the second one. You're just going to go right over top. Now what I like about the iron is that if you have wrinkles in your napkin or whatever you're using, you can use a napkin, you can use ribbon, you can use fabric, but if you have a wrinkle, the greatest thing about this is it gets all your wrinkles out. So you don't even see them on your project. And that is one of the great things about the iron method here. And it's just so easy. Right on top of it. We're just going to go like this around it because my iron's got something stuck on it. So this is going to work. So, nice coat all the way around with your iron. Just like that. You can cut the excess away now if you'd like. So I'm just going to cut all that right off of there. I know I'm doing it where you can't even see me, but you get the gist, right? Just cut the excess off. Off we go. That's okay if you have some hanging, because we're going to get rid of that. It's as easy as can be. So you're going to take your Mod Podge, and you're going to go right over top. Try to go in one direction, because it does dry, and you can kind of, you don't want it to be funky looking, right? It dries clear. But you still want to go one direction here. Make sure you get all the corners. And that's it, okay? I'm just going to take my little heating tool right here. I'll shut it off so you don't have to listen to it. And we're just going to dry those, okay? And now that they are nice and dry, you're just going to get your little sanding block here. You're going to pick it up and you're going to go over the edges. And it's going to take... That'd help if I was in the camera. I haven't crafted in a long time, guys. Can you tell? And you're just going to go around your edges of your... My goodness, I can't even talk today. Your coaster. And it's going to take all that excess napkin off. See how it's just coming off there? So just real quick around all sides. It's going to take all that excess off for you. And you're left with a beautiful, beautiful coaster. So that's all I'm going to do. Just going to go around all the sides, get all the excess off, and then that will be that part. Okay, and now look how cute. Love these. Now, my only suggestion is possibly using dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I couldn't find mine, so I just went over with a regular Mod Podge. I might actually do a second coat because I'm not sure how well that's going to protect. I'm not sure. So we're going to test it out. We'll see. And then you're just going to take your other two you made or whatever, or even with the iron-on transfers that came out stunning. I love these. And I'm always making a mess, but we're going to go over those with some Mod Podge as well. So I'm just going to go over them. This one is, you don't have to do anything else. We're just going to go over it with the Mod Podge. And we're going to let it dry and or dry it with the heating tool. Just so it has some protectant on it. Because if you're going to use them as coasters, you don't want them to get ruined. So you want to be able to protect it. That's the reason I'm thinking maybe dishwasher safe Mod Podge. That way you can put drinks on it. Whatever the case is, right? Wash them. Whatever. So again, just real quick, we're going to go over top of it with the Mod Podge. And thankfully, as you know, it does dry clear. So we're just going to get that all over. And we can dry that, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so those are dry pretty much. And look how cute. I am completely obsessed with these. I absolutely think these are fantastic as well. I don't know. I love these. These might go in the living room. These might go in the dining room. I'm not sure yet. What I do know for sure is I have a ton of napkins, so I can make a ton more of these. But I need to find some new iron-on transfers because I love those. But guys, right? 2 different versions under 15 minutes or at 15 minutes or something. That's with me talking and everything. But look how cute these came out. I love them. Let me know which one's your favorite. And until next time, guys, bye now.